And my Coin Factory family, back once more than the daily live stream. Happy Boxing Day to everyone joining the stream right now. Today we have, well, I guess quite an unfortunate day of content once more. We've got some big news, make no mistake, but ultimately what's happening with Casper right now, what's happening with crypto right now. Pay attention, Casper holders. There's a lot of important information to cover once more. I want to start off the stream by just stating kind of just why. The stream's going to go for once more covering what's happening in the ecosystem and then going on to what I believe we should be focusing on. Casper as a project, what they're building, the fundamentals, that is what we are investing, that's what we care about with Casper. This FUD that's happening right now, I have to cover it as an educator so you understand what's happening in this space, but I don't like covering it. I don't want to cover it. But people need to understand what's happening in this space right now, and it is... We're going to get more of it, we will do, but we need to stop focusing on this negative emotional sentiment happening right now and focus on the fundamentals of why we're investing into Casper. The money we can make, hopefully, based on what they are building. Right now, we can see Bitcoin did surge to 98, almost actually surged to 100k yesterday, or earlier today even, and now it's currently correcting almost 4% on the daily time frame, now valued at $95,500. Once more, Bitcoin seems to be regressing and correcting towards this level of support. There seems to be quite a high level of volume still at this region, to my knowledge, so 92k. As long as we keep holding above 92k, that for me will be a very, very bullish sentiment. Of course, time will tell where we go from here. If you look at the CBBI, we can see right now the CBBI says we're at 80, so again, we're still high, but we aren't, anywhere near where we should be overheated just yet. Once more, we can look at the funding heat map here. Go to the 1 year and cool the sliders down to 100. We can see once more again, still very, very cooling off right now. So once more, the market is just in a cool off period. We're not overheated. We're not due for a massive crash. At least nothing saying so that we should do. It's just what's happening in the market as we're preparing for the new year. But 2025 will hopefully be very, very bullish. For example, we have posts here from Smoke. Remember, JP Morgan, one of the largest banks in the world, America's largest bank as well, is heavily promoting their new blockchain-based service that connects Visa and Swift with major banks internationally all over the world. This is going to come through into fruition in 2025. Next year is going to be very, very bullish. Once more, this just in, the US Congress is expected to prioritize crypto legislation in 2025. Crypto is becoming the most talked about topic within banking institutions, the large banks, central banks, and with governments as well. There's no doubt in my mind that crypto projects as a whole will soar much higher going into the new year in 2025, and I think Casper will be no exception with what they're building as well. We can see Casper right now, if you look at the USD, the crypto market, not the USDT Tether MEXC chart, right now Casper valued at 11.16 cents, down 6.75% on the daily time frame. Every project's down right now as a result of Bitcoin dominance also rising again. Look at Bitcoin dominance right here. We see Bitcoin dominance is once more up. Therefore, we are seeing all the alts kind of following in the conviction in the path of Bitcoin. And Ethereum, of course, are dropping as well, and that means alts will typically follow with Ethereum as well. Ethereum reaching low levels that we haven't seen. But we saw it happen earlier, but therefore Ethereum could likely correct down to these levels of 3.2k, 3k again. We'll have to wait and see. Casper right now is down quite a bit. We can see if you look at the volume as well on CoinMarketCap, down to 150 million. It's not bad. Been higher before. It's higher than it was yesterday, but it's been better. And most of the volume once more is coming through the likes of MEXC and Gate. Bit gets taken up quite a majority of it, which is nice to see. 11.5%. Buy a bit slightly lower at 7.7, which is good to see the potential of there being tier ones for Casper in the future. But either way, MEXC is still dominating, which is why when you look at the charts, when you look at MEXC, this is actually not a bad one to look at because they're the ones that seem to be controlling most of the Casper right now. It says it's currently at 11.31 cents. So that's actually 0.2 cents higher on MEXC's than it is on the general Casper chart. So why is Casper correcting? What's happening with Casper? Casper's correcting because crypto's correcting. There's nothing actually bad with Casper. However, there's FUD, a lot of FUD. An unfortunate FUD of that as well. We can see here a question put out by Crypto Game, and it's a valid question, and it's important to set up for the rest of the stream as well. Do you think Casper community is a bunch of hypocrites? You guys protecting Shy's freedom of speech, but mocking and shaming everyone who voices out that they are selling Casper because of some reasons that they believe. All deserve or do some deserve freedom of speech more than others? It's a valid question. It is a very valid question. Why should certain people be put down for voicing their opinions and be told to be quiet if it's meant to be freedom of speech for everyone? A lot of people in the Casper community right now, which again I think it's understandable why, they're saying they're backing Shy. Look, Casper community, we need to support Shy. He's the best person to explain the complex ideas related to Casper, so we need to support him. You know, Crypto Matt here, again, no problem with the man. Everyone's entitled to their own belief, and I do respect that belief. Again, that's why people enter my chats from time to time fighting Casper or even trying to troll me. I'll be very respectful and just say, do as you like. I'd ask you can tune it back a little bit, because it's not very helpful for me. But again, you're entitled to what you will. I've not banned anyone from my channel or even my Discord server, unless they're trying to impersonate me. That's a different story entirely. But if you're just trying to, have a laugh or troll or have your own opinion, that's fine. Voice your opinion. You're entitled to it. So the question comes down to, are Casper community, are us a bunch of hypocrites? And I think there is probably an element of this happening, because everyone's getting caught up in the drama and not focusing on what matters, which is the fundamentals of what's happening with Casper. So we once more come back to the man in question, Crypto John right now. He put down, after Shy's latest post. Now, I'm not sure which one he's referring to. He might be referring to the one where Shy said that Crypto John reached out to him. He said, after Shy's latest post, if you're holding Casper, I would get out immediately. First off, he's not a financial advisor. As a person who's doing content creation, again, this is me, right? If I had this opinion, I would state me personally, I would not be holding Casper. I wouldn't say you should get out. Not once have I said you should buy Casper here. You should not buy Casper here. I've not said that. I said this is what I'm doing. This is what I might think is happening. That's not right publicity in my belief. That could get John in trouble personally. He's put further on, nothing worse than a lying, shady, unethical, emotional dev. Once more, these are accusations. He's coming at them like a fact. These are accusations. There's a reason these exchanges weren't listed, accusation. And we know why. Do we really? Bitcoin is the king for exact reason. Do your own research. Now, Bitcoin is the king. That I won't dispute. Bitcoin is the grandfather of crypto, the almighty, the all omnisapient. Like, it is the best crypto. At least for where it is. It's the first one. Best ones will come out in due time. I think Casper has the potential to be better than Bitcoin for what it's meant to be. A fairness proof of work that's also meant to be used as a medium of exchange, a peer-to-peer electronic currency. But the way that Crypto John has, laid out these messages here is almost stating as if they are fact. Remember once more to kind of compare this to me here. When you heard the stuff, drama with CG, drama with Crypto John, drama with Crypto Archie, everything that I've heard in regards to drama and Casper in general, I have always tried my utmost to be very neutral, to always either give little of opinion or at least say their accusations, right? Even now, I am not trying to say John is wrong in this scenario. I'm saying this is what he's saying, this is what Shy is saying, this is what's happening in the ecosystem right now. I don't want it to happen. I don't, but we need to cover it. And right now it's getting very, very heated. And it's, as people are saying here, once more in the support of maybe being a little bit biased in regards to everyone freedom of speech right here. 1 year of solid price action, and even the most vocal about Casper eventually sold, which is quite sad. And I do agree. I mean, once more, a lot of us have been holding Casper for a very long time. Some of us have been holding since the top of 20 cents. So we had 4 or 5 months of stress. Those have been holding for a year at this peak here, equally as long as stress. And it's been frustrating, no doubt about it. The year has been a struggle for Casper price action, but in terms of developments, it's not. Casper has built a lot in this life cycle, in this current 1 year life cycle. This year has built a lot. The price has not respected that, it's not represented that, but they have built a lot. And Casper's going to continue building more and more. 2025, there is zero doubt in my mind that 2025 is going to be explosive for Casper in terms of developments more so, but also once more in regards to the price action, hopefully, and finally. So Crypto John is now out here saying, if you're holding Casper, sell immediately. Shy is lying, he's shady, he's unethical, and he's emotional. And this is why exchanges won't list it. Again, that is complete speculation, that is accusations, but there's no evidence to support those claims. You should have evidence you're going to make such outrageous statements in my belief. And everyone right now is saying support Shy, they're coming at John, Crypto Matt, while coming at John, this part is valid. he's talking about the fact that you're trying to attack Shy, who has a PhD in quantum computing, you know? So he's someone that has got a lot of educational backing behind him. He's a very knowledgeable person, whereas John's level of education is probably not the same as par as Shy's. He's using very colourful language, which again, I try to steer clear of. Again, not to try and bring any bad attention publicity to myself, but he's got a point here. Shy is an educational person in question, PhD in quantum computing. And we've got a massive lengthy post here from Shy as well, covering effectively everything that's happening right now. He is definitely feeling the heat. He's very, very emotional because, you know, he doesn't like going through this sort of stuff. I don't think anyone does, you know. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because that is, again, just, it's not what my reasons for making this stream is today. It's not reason why. That's not the main news. It's a piece of news, but not the main thing. But he's basically just talking about the fact that how John has come after him, you know, and he's just the next in line after many, many people in the past have also tried to attack Shy for his tweets, his views, whatever it may be. John apparently has come after him. Again, apparently, because I am not saying that I have seen this person for sure, but he's coming after Shy for, you know, selling. I saw it earlier here. You know, he lied to his community about ever knowing me. That is one thing that I do. I will, again, this is accusation, but I do tend to believe this part. Not because Shy said, you asked me to, because Shy said in a post, John asked me to come on his channel and I refused. And Shy said that later on as well, he realised that was a bad thing to do because he can't prove that. So now it's just, you know, his word versus his word, right? But the reason why I believe Shy, and again, this might be a biased viewpoint, but the reason why I believe Shy is because as a Casper content creator and educator, as someone who does my research, Shy should be one of the first people you know about Casper. I showed it yesterday in my stream. You look up DAG Labs, the company that founded Casper. Jonathan Polinsky is the founder, the ultimate founder, the main person behind it. But they had to hire the knowledge and the brain power of the likes of Shy being the second name in that wiki page. Then Michael Sutton. And then Mike and many, many more. Point being is, if Crypto John is coming out saying he had no idea of Shy until Crypto Archie had that beef with him, either he is just lying or he didn't do research into Casper. In that case, then why have you not done research into what you're looking into? Because it's also, you know, if not choosing the word advising, he's talking about a project he's very bullish on without knowing enough about the project, you know, and that's not a good thing to do. That can wind you in some trouble. So yes, he's talking about this stuff, and he also then came at multiple of the developers. Apparently, he made many false criminal accusations about us, not just Shy, the team in general, sniping the supply ourselves. Once more, these are allegations. It's their word versus their word. I don't know where and if I can find proof. But we've got a whole situation here where, you know, John's coming at Shy full force, actually coming at Casper as a whole. I can't say for sure whether it is well-founded, whether it's just based on the fact that price has not moved for a year. It frustrates me. This is probably the most frustrated I've been with Casper. Not because I have any less faith in Casper, because I don't understand why this needs to happen. For me, in my case, if I was John, I would have, if I had lack of conviction in Casper, which I don't, it's as strong as ever, I would just say, I would have said, you know, if you're holding, me personally, I decided to get out of Casper for my reasons here, and that would be it, you know. But I feel like I wouldn't, you know, unless I have something, unless I have any way I can prove what I claim, I wouldn't be using this sort of aggressive, accusation sort of language. Because again, it's one word with the other. I'm sure if you do a lot of deep digging, you can find the proof to suggest who's actually in the right here. I know there's a lot of, which also Shy does address in his lengthy post here, about there being accusations about John in regards to what he has done to his community. I know these accusations. I'm not going to address them. Again, it's an accusation. I'm stating the accusations because once more, I've not had this happen to me firsthand. I can't say for sure it's happened. I know of it. And it once more it's upsetting to hear. Once more, why I reiterate time and time again, do your own research. Be very careful on who you trust on the internet. Shy may be wrong here. John may be wrong here. We can't say for sure. You can find evidence about that looking through it. But ultimately, the question being asked is the community a bunch of hypocrites? To an extent, I would say yes. And the reason I say that is because John is entitled, even though I think John's doing this the wrong way personally, he's entitled to say what he wants. He is. He's his own person. And people are putting him down, which, again, I understand why, but he's his own person. You can't put John down for saying this if Shyson's going to say this as well. You know? I wish they didn't do it in general. I really, really don't. But this sort of FUD, you know, it's frustrating completely. It's very, very frustrating. And I just don't think it's necessary. So I don't necessarily have a personal negative viewpoint of John or Shy. I love Shy for being the developer of Casper. I think he's a very educational person. And I choose to trust him. You can choose yourself if you want to trust him or not. But I choose to trust him. I think he's done a very good job so far. I would like to say he should be maybe a little bit more withheld when he's posting on Twitter. But I say a little bit. But once more, that may be hypocritical of me because, again, free speech. You see what he wants. There's a lot of people who have their opinions about Shy when he's talking about the stuff in the Middle East and other stuff when he's coming at content creators. I have no qualms with that. He does what he wants. It's his page. He's not posting it on Casper's forum. I know he's a Casper vocal point. He's a meme to talk person, if you will, of Casper. But, you know, he's posting it on his own personal page. And I think it's good to see that someone's so passionate about a project who's willing to stand up to the bullies. Because ultimately, the way he puts it down, people are bullying. Now again, be that as it may. Shy puts down here, don't assume I don't do anything for Casper just because updates on my work are scarce. I've been working my ass off for the next segment of You Goes Dag. That will finally give the details, approachable, in-depth explanation of how Casper implements GhostDag. It's taking a long time because it's a highly involved and intricate piece of writing, spread words over 10,000 words, and 6 posts that will be published all at once. So despite Shy having his, about a better choice of words, fun, regarding this drama right now, this FUD regarding the community and other content creators, he is still working, which I like to hear. Casper as a project hasn't changed. The FUD is frustrating, very frustrating. That is the... Those who are new to Casper, if you are new, welcome to the channel. Those who are new to Casper right now, it's not the first time we've heard this. Heard it with Vintage Jeremy, Crypto Archie, we've heard it with CG to an extent. We've heard it with Crypto John now. We've heard it with people in the Bitcoin Master community. We've heard it from Fred Krueger. We've heard it from... FUD comes and go all the time. I promise you now, the more Casper grows, the more FUD will grow as well. It's just how the project works. Even now, people FUD Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the grandfather of crypto. People FUD Bitcoin because it's slow. And it's, you know, XRP community, they FUD Bitcoin all living hell and saying XRP is better. You know, no matter where you go, no matter what community you get into, it's always really good to try and keep an open mindset and do a lot of research. One thing I reiterate is research is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Research is power. If you know what you're holding, if you know what's happening in the space, that can help you make your own investment decisions. You got to understand that people in this space are very, very emotional. Very emotional. And part of the don't be emotional, be logical that I talk about is playing on other people's emotions. Right now, there's a whole community of people who are fighting Casper because Casper price action is down to 11 cents right now. It's understandable. But for what Casper is as a project, for what they are building, the FUD for me is irrelevant. The FUD for me is well and truly irrelevant, you know. We got here from Casper, thanks to the KEF, who made an announcement earlier today, the amazing support of some key development initiatives for Casper by recognizing the work of Fresh Air and other Casper developers. Ultimately, the key elements they're talking about is the research and development of the Casper smart contract infrastructure from the layer 1 side, and also the fundamental research on sequencing dynamics of high blocks per second. Two of the crucial elements coming to Casper in 2025, high BPS, 10 BPS and up, and smart contracts on Casper on the layer 1.5. So 2025 will be extremely, extremely epic for development and adoption for Casper. There's no doubt about it. It'll be very, very big. But there will always be FUD following that, no matter what. We've got this post here from Jim, to which, to an extent, I agree with. You know, it's a bit of, you know, maybe reaching, if you will, a bit of FUD and reaching, but it says here, you've got a new Marathon Digital Holdings year in review wrap-up post giving a nod to Casper without offending Bitcoin maxis. Why? Because you've got Marathon here having a video where they highlight Bitcoin miners in the Casper color. Now, again, that might be reaching. There might be reaching, you can argue. But at the same time, we do know Marathon's stance on Bitcoin and especially on Casper. Once more, I bring your attention to this post here, this article, this website here from Marathon and their quarterly holdings. Look at the PDF on their last quarter. Control F, so you can find it. Type in Casper, and you can see, go to number 3 here, you can see how much Casper is being held by Marathon at that current moment in time. You can see right now that last time we checked, Marathon holds at least 107.8 million Casper, and they've been building more and more. So, you know, for me, whether that is speculative or, you know, legit, this post from Jim here about Marathon hinting at Casper without saying Casper, I wouldn't put it past the latter being actual, you know, proof of it. But either way, the point being is Marathon, who only mines Bitcoin, has now diversified to mining Casper. If your conviction's waving a little bit, once more, this is a video to you that when you see all this FUD regarding Crypto John and other content creators who are coming at Shy's replying back, maybe slightly sharp off his tongue, although I do understand why. He's getting constant ridiculed, and also his colleagues, Son Polinsky, Michael Sutton and many more, also getting accused of criminal offences. Would you sit quietly if that happened? Me personally, I probably would, because I don't want the drama. I don't want to cause anything, but if someone accused me of doing some... Actually, I say that, I probably would address it. Although I'd have to seek legal help first before I say anything. But yeah, when you see the sort of FUD here, as frustrating as it is, if you lack conviction, I would just once more recommend you go towards understanding what the project's happening, right? What's happening in the project right now. Smart contracts and 10 BPS. Heavy research happening right now going into 2025. Marathon hinting. Speculative, but Marathon hinting at their bullish stance on Casper without offending Bitcoin maxis. You've got Casper.com here, who's going to be releasing their website very, very soon, which is going to be another key element towards helping out KRC20 projects. And also having the implementation of ZK opcodes, you know, the sort of stuff towards smart contracts, potentially could be the kind of next central hub, big platform for Casper and KRC20. There's a lot coming to Casper in this space, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. And I can go into it a lot more detail in a moment, because that's also what the stream's going to be about. What's happening with Casper right now, we can see is the FUD. But I want you all to remain logical, you know, and do your research and understand that while this FUD, as frustrating as it is, nothing about the project's changed. Some people have lost their conviction, which is fine, you know. If you're struggling with holding Casper right now, if you're holding it when it's down to 11 cents, understandable. By no means do you need to hold the project. I think Casper's going to go up in due time. I really, really do. I'm not me telling you to hold it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. It's for educational purposes only. But where Casper is at right now, for what I know is coming in the new year, for where I know crypto is going to take off in the new year, Binance Bitcoin reserves hit January levels months before Bitcoin jumped 90%. Swiss company purchased another 13 Bitcoin for their balance sheet. Bitcoin is going up more and more and more and more and more. The adoption for crypto is going parabolic. This is going to be a major shift in the whole world economy for crypto adoption. It's a very, very big deal. So when you see this sort of FUD, I'm like, okay, this is frustrating. And I am frustrated by it. I don't care about capital price action. I'm frustrated when the communities are arguing. And also when there's this sort of confrontation as well, because most of this stuff are probably lies. I'm not saying from which side, because I can't attest to which side's lying. for someone here, or both of them to an extent, who knows, but there is definitely lies being told here, and it frustrates me. I don't like lies. I don't. I try to uphold honesty and knowledge. That's kind of the premise of my channel, to be honest with all of you, and to also own up to mistakes that happen. But to be honest, I don't like lies. I hate them. And we're seeing a lot of this sort of stuff happening right now, where there's definitely a swarm of people coming after John, equally a swarm of people coming after Shine repeatedly for talking about this sort of stuff. And once more frustrating as it is, Shy is still working hard on stuff related to Casper. So make no mistake, Shy's still working. You know? Even the KI, and I hope the KI do this right now. Chris Hutchison put out a post saying, a friendly reminder for the holiday, Casper has no CEO. It's completely open source. It's for everyone. Casper has no feelings or emotional, it's just tech. The individuals don't make up Casper. Shy isn't Casper. Son Polinsky isn't Casper. They are a group of people who all make it together. If you believe in free speech, then individuals can say whatever they want. And I agree with that part. Whether you're fighting Casper or not, whether you support Casper or not, say as you will. You can say as you will, and I just don't like the bickering. I don't. I think it's really bad for a project. I think it's really bad for an ecosystem together as well. Because even in my community, my Discord server, which I have a free one, you're welcome to go and join it. Link in the description on my YouTube homepage and now in the chat. There's been a lot of FUD in that community recently, and once more, I understand it. I haven't addressed all of it, but there have been parts where I have addressed it. I always try to reiterate that I understand the FUD. I do. And if you want to, you know, act on that FUD, I'm not saying it's you being emotional. If you want to act on that FUD, then fine, go for it. Like, it doesn't bother me whether you hold Casper or not. My whole premise here for the free server is to build a community of people who are all like-minded, who want to make money. Obviously, many of us are Casper Maxis. We want to make money, build a community of people together, and just have a place to just kind of relax, chill, and chat, and even learn a lot more. Then I have the executive side of things that I made last week. Those who want to actively learn how to make money through strategies that I've been using, and my, you know, mates of mine who are pro traders and whatnot, who also have been doing. People who you know, we've made a lot of money in crypto this space, and we thought we could offer those sort of expertise to people as well. Hence why I made this service here. We haven't failed at a call yet, which is, you know, again, not going to always happen, but it's been very successful so far. But it is one of those things, like this sort of stuff here, like, you're welcome to say as you will. You don't have to allow what individuals say. You don't. Some people who FUD at Casper, I don't particularly like it, but I won't, you know, I won't come at you sideways for it. No, you're welcome to say as you will. It's fine. You know? Ultimately as well, like, people don't seem to understand centralization here. This is not a stock, it's not currency, but it's even more than that. There is no central entity. No one can destroy Casper, especially with words. And KRI responded here saying, maybe we should do a series of educational posts over the holidays. And actually, I wish they would. Because KRI have done very, very well at being a sort of market maker for Casper. Getting their name out there. You know, Rory O'Neill in particular has been very, very active at getting Casper's name in the spotlight for institutions, and even then getting Coinbase to listen to Casper, which was a huge, huge deal. So, for me, I'd be very, very happy if the KRI did this. Because I think it's also needed. Because right now, especially in the holiday spirit as well, I think that's what's also putting me down so much. It's the holiday season. New Year's is 4 or 5 days away now. Christmas has just gone on bank holiday. Happy bank holiday, everyone. And we got this sort of drama happening. Why? It's meant to be a time of celebration. Of course, the price action's down. That's also a part of it. But it's meant to be a time of celebration. And instead, you've got people who are, you know, just, again, throwing criminal convictions out at people. And response in tearing people's throats out. You know, like, it's just frustrating. But Casper as a project hasn't faded in the slightest. I haven't answered a single question, so let me get to that. Johnny, talk about doors, talk about to the stream, my man. Casper is holding, love to hear, my man. Jordan, get this channel spared, keep the Casper conversation going, you know it. Again, if you enjoy this, you'll be doing these daily, leave a like, share with your friends and family to get to know more about Casper stuff, and subscribe for more. Any call on Gary, buddy? I do not hold Gary. I've been told about it on occasions. I do not hold Gary. I've been told about it. Currently, you can see it's at 7 million market cap, 350k volume right now. It's got Kraken, KuCoin, Crypto.com, decent exchanges. Right now, it's down quite heavily. I can't say where it's going to go. If it goes to all-time highs, that would be what? about 70x from here, 80x from here. So it's got lots of potential should it rally, but I can't attest to whether it will rally or not. I'm not overly optimistic on this project per se. I'm not saying don't invest into it if you don't want to. You can do as you will. Me personally, I'm not going to get into this project though, based on it being such a small project. Got some good listings, but a small project, this chart is not filled with a lot of optimism, and I don't particularly know what it's about either. Web3 live streaming platform, I mean, yeah, I feel like that has to do it. I think gaming's got to take off. I think crypto gaming's got to really take off to do anything significant, personally. What's up to the go to my man? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing very, very well. What's up, DD? What's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Again, welcome. Happy holidays, everyone. John is a scammer who pumps and dumps into the community. He's a liar too. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I've heard those. Again, there has been proof of it. At least, seemingly, there's proof of it. And I've seen said proof of it. But I've not experienced it personally. And again, for my own safe keep, I have to state the accusations. You know? As far as I'm aware, these accusations, a lot of, proof seemingly behind the accusations, but until he's been convicted, it's an accusation. You know? All the claims being made about Shy, who was sniped on launch, I've not seen any proof of that. So once more, accusations. People saying Shy dumped on his holders, people are referring to when Shy sold at the top here, where he sold like 1 million Casper or whatever, and he even then disclosed later on in his Discord, in the Casper Discord server, he's going to sell the rest of his 1 million Casper he got from Dag Labs at the top here at 35 cents. Now, again, what is truly happening behind the scenes, no one can attest to. People have a very negative outlook on Shot John right now. Whether it's warranted or not, again, I'm not going to comment too much on it. But it is frustrating to see this sort of... I mean, again, it's not unsurprising, but it's frustrating to see this stuff in the community as a whole. I don't like it. The whole market is down. Casper did so much in 2024. Bear market. Imagine 2025 bull market, like so many are saying. I agree with you, Crazy World. I do. Casper had a very negative year in 2024, but in the bear market, it did incredible. Absolutely insane. And with what is being built in this year of stagnation for Casper, KRC20, Rust was released, smart contracts announced, and they're now developing both Rust and smart contracts. Marathon announced that they're now starting to mine Casper around here, and they've been mining it for quite some time. You got KRI was also jumping on board with Casper this year as well. You had Kraken listing earlier. You got a lot of connections to Binance and Casper as well. You have Zodia now partnered with Casper as well. You've got so many big developments happening with Casper this year. The price is not really reflected that much right now. But that just means for me that when the time is right for Casper, which I think will be happening next year. Of course, next cycle will be even more parabolic. I think that much as well. But with what's happening with Casper already going into next year, I think 2025 is going to be the year Casper goes through a very sharp and volatile pump. And you'll see all the FUD with Casper dissipate probably quite quickly. Those who have left Casper right now, while warranted, the only comment I have to say on that regard, if you left Casper on a relatively neutral note, in a sense of like, oh, it's not the time right now, fair enough, you don't want to invest it right now. If you've left in the whole extravagant sense of saying it's a crap project, I don't like it, it's really bad, I don't trust them, yada, 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 then you shouldn't be coming back. That's at least how I viewpoint it. So I guess that is somewhat me talking in regards to John. John's come at Shy quite heavily. While he's well within his right to say that, I would feel a certain type of way, personally, if I saw that in the bull cycle. Should Casper start pumping again, which I think it will do if he came back, I would be a bit sceptical of that much. If you hate the project so much, then why is he coming back? Like, I don't like, say for example, like, I don't know much about Gary Network. But from what I see about Gary, it's not enough to get me to involved in the project. I don't know anything about it. So I'm not going to invest into Gary. Now again, maybe I should do more research into it. But again, from what I know about Casper, for what they're building, I'm going to stay with Casper through thick and thin. Casper could come down to 5 cents, I'll still be with it. I'm a maxi. Agreeably, I'm a maxi. But I do think Casper, with what they're building, is going to be truly revolutionary. Many projects try to do the same thing to be this next Bitcoin, if you will. But Casper actually has the technology to prove that. They've got the supporters and the developers who are working on it also to prove that once more. Shy has got a PhD, is very, very knowledgeable, and I also want to bring your attention once more to posts like this. Once more, shout out to Captain Saps. He put out this post here, talk with Son Polinsky here, Casper's founder, who's been quoted in numerous numerous white papers. The Bank of Italy right here. He's also been quoted in research papers in regards to the Bank of Canada, Bank of Finland, the Dallas Fed, and the European Central Bank. Some of the biggest banks in the world. And Polinsky's been quoted in that. So by no means are the developers shady, or at least in the sense of, have no idea what they're talking about. They are well-renowned and respected knowledgeable people. A lot of the projects, those who do the research will know, again, this page has a lot of it on it. A lot of the projects in this space that have been built already. You can pick pretty much any of them out of a hat. Ethereum, I'm pretty sure Solana there as well. AVAX is there, Cardano is there, Chainlink's there. A lot of these projects have been built off protocols developed by Casper founders. The Ghost DAG, the Ethereum is got an adaptation of the Ghost protocol. I'm pretty sure Cardano had an adaptation of the Spectre or Phantom protocol. And if not, and even then, to remind you once more, there's videos of the creator of smart contracts for Ethereum, a knack named Nick Szabo, who stated, and I quote, Viv Zohar and someone I'm not sure whose name is, who's referring to Tom Polinsky there. Viv Zohar, who's Tom Polinsky's mentor. Viv Zohar and Tom Polinsky are experts in Bitcoin security, a skill set in scarce supply. That is a very big deal, and once more fuels my conviction that Casper's in safe hands. The developers behind the project, they know what they're talking about. The negative center behind Casper and the developers that are from Israel, and people have a very negative outlook on Israel. And they're calling it an Israeli coin. I disagree. It's a fair launch proof of work. It's decentralized. How's that make an Israeli coin? That makes no sense to me. I understand why people are saying that, because the whole founders are from there, but it's decentralized. It's open source. Like Bitcoin, like that, I'm pretty sure that was developed in Singapore or something like that. But people don't say it's a Singaporean coin. Again, I might be incorrect about that much. Don't quote me on that. I need to do more research into that in front as well. But the point being is, that's the benefit that Bitcoin has to an extent, right? No one knows the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Although saying that, there are developers who have been made public, who people do know the name of. I can't think of the name right now. I've got it in my Discord server where I can find the papers about it. When he's talking about how Bitcoin's becoming more centralized, actually. But there are developers about Bitcoin who are known. But the difference between that is the actual key creator Nakamoto is unknown. Now, maybe Casper should have done that. Again, that's up for debate. I don't think it matters either way, because the fundamental project itself are the same. They're both fair launch proof of works. Except one's a blockchain, one's a block DAG. And block DAG has its advantages, which will be more security. And also be able to solve the dilemma. Shia posted the video of John mentioning him like a year ago. I mean, I've not seen the video. I will probably look for it afterwards. And if that is the case, then that is... Well, I mean, that's a very bad look for John. If that is the case and that is true, after John posted this, if that is what he's referring to in regards to that, then that's not a very good look for him at all. Again, as I've not seen the post, I'm going to say it's accusations. I'll do a quick look through it, if he posted it on his Twitter at least. It's just, again, it's a drama. I just don't need this drama. Okay, here it is. Well, we'll have a quick listen to it, and he actually says it. If he did, then that's a very bad look for Shy then. Not for Shy, for John then.
Has been talking to... I haven't finished because I've been very busy, but I've been watching a lot of AMAs. Shay, who's one of the core developers for Casper, has been talking to everybody, it seems, on YouTube. And this guy is very authentic, very chill and methodical, and he's just an all-around great guy from what I've seen so far. And
okay, well, he does evidently name drop Shy there. Now, I mean, maybe the one thing that I am, I guess, somewhat skeptical about, right, is just in the era in maybe it's AI. I mean, I'm looking at this right now. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but I think the lips look a little bit weird. The mouth looks a little bit weird. Especially at the beginning here, I think the mouth looks a little bit weird. But again, I might be wrong, But AI is very, very scary right now. So, regardless of the fact who is right here, again, their accusation at the end of the day, some of it has got proof behind it. ultimately, my whole two cents, the whole scenario is, it was just, none of this is really necessary. You know, like it upsets me that I see, I mean, it's going to happen in any community, but it upsets me that I see so much FUD surrounding Casper. When Casper, and the FUD around in Casper is always based, the FUD around Casper is based on only two things. Coming after Shy for talking about stuff on Twitter on his own personal page, and then the bad price action. And because of bad price action, then it spills into other accusations coming out, like again, about apparently Shy and other core developers starting to insider trade and insider sell and snipe the launch, according to Crypto John. Which, again, that is an accusation with seemingly no evidence behind it. Like, again, I just, it's so, and again, the Christmas spirit, man, and the New Year spirit, why are we talking about this? I have to cover it as a content creator, but I can promise you now, at least in the Crypto John Shy debacle, it's the last time I'm talking about this on stream. Because I prefer to talk about this amazing thing coming to Casper, the fundamentals, why we're holding this project, Marathon, Casper smart contracts, and Rust Casper, Casper.com coming out soon, potentially the KRI starting to do an educational post series so we can actually find out. I mean, I might even do that myself in tomorrow's stream, just get a bunch of information and timestamp from when this happened for Casper. Things that happened throughout the whole of 2024 for Casper, while the price action has been bad, what's actually been good for Casper this year. And then what's to be expected in 2025, and why that will likely lead to price actions, and, you know, positive price movement, I like to believe. The fight is just, it's just frustrating. If Casper doesn't hold 10 cents, people will get out. A lot of people entered around the 12-cent range. That's why a lot of them don't want to take that risk. I mean, you've definitely got a point there, my man. You definitely do. Right now, Bitcoin's correcting a lot further. Casper's definitely struggling right now. I want to believe that Casper will hold this level, which it has done. It hold it here. 11 cents would be a strong level of support. But again, if Bitcoin continues to correct further, we could see Casper come down further as well. If we look at the Casper Bitcoin dominance right now, we can see that right now, Bitcoin is starting to rally a little bit more against Casper again. Casper's dropping a little bit further. I do suspect there is a good possibility right now Casper could correct further, not financial advice. It could come further. The next zones would be similarly around the levels we saw earlier, which would be around 10 cents. Which, as you mentioned there, Norbert, if we lose that, that might see a lot of, you know, selling happening as people bought around that zone. See probably another level of resistance definitely around here at 10 cents. After that, from what we can see here, looking at the graph, probably see another one in around here, about 9.3, 9.5 cents. And then you've got another one probably down here as well. We'll have to wait and see where it goes from here. Casper could correct further. And if you believe in the project, then maybe it's time for a slight better entry. I'm not going to sell Casper. I don't need to. I'm DCA into it. I still see big things happening this cycle. I still hold strong my belief for $2 Casper this cycle. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to sell until then. I'll be taking profits, of course, as a smart thing to do, and also be analysing this information. It's like CBBI and other historical data that helps me devise where the top for the crypto market, or at least a top, is going to be so I can take some profits. This is going to be a game changer for crypto. Information once more that I cover in my Discord server, and I'll be devising more trading strategies and, you know, more trading picks amongst many other educational information you can get access to, like other hidden gems that I've made that, you know, I found during the cycle that you can make more profit from in the paid service. Once more, link in the description, also in the chat and on my YouTube homepage. You go check it out there if you want to. I only launched a Patreon last week. As a result, I'll be in full disclosure, the reason I launched this paid WAP service last week was as a result of what I've been seeing a lot in the community right now, which is so much FUD from these other content creators due to allegations and lack of trust. I've spent 4 months, if not even longer, trying to build a community of people who have a belief, who choose to trust me, and I thank everyone for being here day in, day out. And the service by no means is anyone, you know, required to sign up. It's just those who want to learn how to make more money, to lock in more, especially going to the new year. there's a place for you there as well in the theatre, but there's a place for you here as well. We actually learn to make more money. And I want to, obviously, yes, once more to trust me, bro, me saying it, but I want to reiterate, I would never take advantage of you. I'm very open in there. Every pick I've made, I've been very open about. We made the Pro Trader C Crypto made a call regarding this project here of Exo Cortex. The buy price being at 39k, which I can show you proof of. You can see right here when it loads up. PC's being slow, apologies. 39k you can see here. 29 even, 29k. So when you put in the price of 29k, and we saw it then rocket up to 726k. Insane. And then, equally, even now, it's still up almost 2x. So if you got in when we put it in there, you'd still be up right now if you didn't sell at the top. But you could have made a 25x off that. Equally, there's more projects that we put stuff like, they've got this one here, EcoFuck. EcoFuck was another one we put in at the very same time that made a 3x. You put this one in at 37k. And that jumped up, and the time we put it in, that jumped up here to 112k, 120k. Like, yeah, we didn't dump on anyone. That's not our goal. Our goal is to just bring more trading education to everyone. Show people how to make money, not just from spot trading. Learn how leverage trading, learn how to snipe these picks, all the stuff that could be very, very helpful for you in this cycle when there's going to be a lot of capital. This is going to bring a lot of capital coming into the cycle. Regulation is going to be absolutely huge. JP Morgan getting involved going to be absolutely huge. So I'm very, very bullish on what's happening with crypto right now. Very, very bullish. And that's why I made this server here. Just to bring my understanding of crypto from what I've known in the space for a very long time. And try and bring another alternative to those who are feeling a bit hard done by. So if you want to go check it out once more, link is there. And I do believe still in 2025, Casper's going to be definitely doing some shocking and major money moves based on, again, what is to come. And unfortunately, make no mistake, you'll see more of this FUD. Probably with other content creators by that point, but you see more of this FUD. Most definitely. At times like this, I just reiterate, do your own research. Trade your own discretion. Know what you hold. If you believe in the conviction, and if you believe in the words from people like Crypto John, fine. If you choose to trust him as a voice of reason, fine, go for it. But you've got to be careful who you put your faith in. Even myself, I think I've done quite well as being quite open and knowledgeable, but even then, I always say, no matter what I show you in these streams, go away and do your own research. Fact check what I talk about. Because again, there are times where I have been wrong. I want to once more highlight this post, this section happened in a few streams back, where we were talking about Nacho and Kango and which one's better. And I unintentionally, but did end up showing a lot more favoritism to Nacho, saying it's more safe. And I got called out in my community, shout out to once more to Cheeking Into Crypto, I got called out saying that was completely wrong. He shouldn't have done that and that was incorrect. And when he educated me on it, I understood, I looked back into it, and I realised I was wrong, and I apologised to him, and I also apologised on stream to everyone who holds Kango that I may have, without a better choice of words, offended. I said this wallet could be a very bad wallet. That's an XT wallet, an exchange that's got the tag removed because it got hacked. I said that could be a big holder as well. That's a liquidity wallet for Wintermute to get on a big exchange. So again, I was wrong about that. So yeah, even me, man, I will make mistakes. Luckily, very few. At least I like to say so far. But I have made mistakes. But I learn from them, and I also admit to them. When a good project appears, all they are fighting it. Casper should focus only on its project, and the price will follow. They all know the past of Mr. John. I mean, again, I would like if Shy was only focusing on Casper. I think that would be nice. But again, who am I to tell him what to do on his own page? Again, freedom of speech, free will. He can say what he wants. If he wants to defend himself from getting criminal accusations from Crypto John, then he's well within his right. Market makers and whales will buy if it drops for sure, but why people should stay at 10 cents, and bear trend is it entered around 12. I mean, I do think Casper's got more upper potential from here. You know, the price is down, crypto's down, the price is down. I still think Casper's got a very, very strong price pullback, or at least rally from, you know, in this cycle in general. That's why, despite Casper's corrections when it reached all-time highs here and came down 50%, and even now this pullback right here, I still choose to be very bullish on Casper. And also, in the element of TA, should Casper manage to hold the level of support right here, or even, you know, come down to this level right here, which seems to be another level of resistance here, or support here, around here. If it comes down here and doesn't reach the bottom here, that's a key sign of, you know, potentially this massive, if you want to do TA, this massive Elliott wave, right? Again, this is elements of TA that you can look into. This is the one up here, two down here. Let's say come down here, go three, go up to all-time highs, come back again then maybe, and then it breaks above it. It's a possibility. Again, this is why TA, I don't use it too religiously, because again, TA, there's so many ways to look into TA. This could be deemed as a head and shoulders. It could be used as a cup and handle. It could be used as the second coming of Jesus Christ. Again, like, it's whatever you want to use your TA to call it out, like technical analysis, whatever you devise it to be. But for me, TA is a good way to judge the levels of resistance, and that's what I've drawn out. And I've been accurate in that regard because I understand how those resistance work. You can see there seems to be a level here where the price is like to hold it quite strong around here. It may break through that because there's a lot of sell pressure right now. But there are indicators that suggest it should hopefully return. But of course, it depends on what happens with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, being the major driver of the market right now. Don't you find it funny how BitBoy started the fun and then John follows? Not really. BitBoy is just BitBoy. BitBoy is the only person who I openly say I don't like, because whereas everybody else, CG, Crypto John, Archetype, Crypto Archie, and I'm sure there are many, many others who have had their accusation and their FUD around them, BitBoy has had a criminal record against him. Like, he's been convicted, at least to my knowledge. There's literally like video evidence of him doing this sort of stuff. He got arrested, so, you know, that is not speculation, that is fact. And it's not hard to find either. No, CG wasn't FUDding Casper. I was talking more regarding the FUD in the community regarding CG. You know, the people who FUDded Casper, the people who know they are, I've not heard CG FUD Casper. I think he just moonboys Casper. Which is, you know, fine if he wants to. If you want to believe him, go for it. I think it's a bit far-fetched right now, but again, you're entitled to your own beliefs, do your own research. But he seems to have a lot of FUD around him right now. People should know what that's from. If you don't, well, I mean, you can go and ask. I will be answering it on stream. You go check it out in the community and ask in there, or talk about it once yourself. Again, that's fine. I have no idea what that says. I will quickly copy and paste it. I think that's addressing Gosu though, so I don't think that's addressing to me. But I will quickly highlight it and just read it out, just so I feel like I'm included. I mean, that's also I try to still be quite you know, try to address everyone's questions. So it's French. Bonjour. Beautiful city with all this Casper as tech and partner. There are some who are disappointed, but I am convinced that within 8 months we will say it on this channel. Maliki Haya. Yeah, I do believe that in the months to come, by this cycle, I think we will see some significant developments for Casper, and we'll all be able to be here on this channel celebrating together, being that we held strong in our conviction. There are proof of transactions that he dumped on many meme projects. I mean, yeah, again, it's regarding I do agree. Again, I understand why there's a lot more support of Shy in regard to John. I do know the story. I just the whole premise of the story and the whole, you know, ongoing fiasco. It's just like what's the reason for it? What's the need? You know what I mean? Like, Shy, while well in his right, I don't think needs to. I don't want to say stoop down to a level or even rise. It doesn't want to rise to it. That's better. So, Shy, again, he's well in his right based on the accusation being made about him. But he needs to rise to this challenge. Because all it's going to do is bring more publicity to John. And equally, John, he doesn't really need to be so, I guess, colourful in the words he used. And seemingly being caught out in a lie against accusations, but seemingly being caught out in a lie. Again, in this post here, I'm just like, he's saying, if you're holding Casper, I would get out immediately. Yeah, he is kind of saying this is what I would do. So I guess it's not him saying it to people. Like, he's just saying, if you're holding Casper, I'll get out. Okay, fine. Nothing worse than a lying, shady, unethical, emotional death. Again, where's the proof? Where's the proof? That is an accusation there, and a serious one at that. You know, and then also saying that's the reason why exchanges won't list. We have exchange listings. We have Kraken. We have Binance talking to Casper. If he knows about Casper and the research being done, if he had done the research like we have done, and I've showed on the stream regarding the fact that Rory O'Neill of the KRI has confirmed Binance integration with Casper is done, that Binance have had multiple lives with Nacho, with Conan, 2 Chaos 20 projects, and also with Casper itself. The live stream of Casper got over 75,000 views. You've got the CoinMarketCap being a Binance One website, which has the Binance Web3 wallet and Trust Wallet both being Binance wallets as well. There's so many connections to Binance and Casper that they will list. They will list this cycle. There's no doubt about it in my mind. But him saying that they're not listing because Shy is being shady is, for me, quite, you know, a serious accusation, and also for me, to be truthfully honest, quite ridiculous. Why it's not listed again is up for debate. I don't think that's Shy though. And me personally, from the research that I've done, I don't think the reason they're listed is anything to do with Shy. And I think they will list. You know, we already got multiple listings. You can check it out right here. There are loads of listings here. Or better still, you can go on Casper. Once more, I'll get the website. This all information once more is available in my Discord server in the useful website tab. You've got a Casper website. Let me quickly find it. There. You've got casper.org right here. A website that showcases all of the, you know, all of the stuff happening with Casper. It was built by the community. You got here, for example, I might just scroll past the exchanges. And this is centralized exchanges. You've got all the exchanges right here. You know, showing all of them. And it also has there for Kraken also at the bottom here. You've got loads of exchanges that currently have listed Casper. And you'll see many, many more. And I'm sure you'll see Binance as well. Why it's not happened yet, can't say for sure. But it will come. But you've done your research. You'll see the connections to Casper and the other exchanges and know that it will happen. Or believe at least it will happen. But stating the reason they won't list because Shy apparently is a shady, unethical, emotional, definitely he's lying, is quite an accusation, and for me, unwarranted. And also probably wrong. Again, that's me saying that. Again, I think from what I can tell, and from what I've seen, I don't think that's accurate. But again, I don't have both sides of the story all laid out with proof next to me. It's his word versus Shy. Where Shy seems to have showed more proof, which supports his claims, it's still his words versus his. Yeah, the knowledge of Shy is amazing. It is truly amazing. And as Bufflink says, I always forget, if you enjoy these streams, be doing these daily. On Boxing Day, no less. Hopefully you had a very, very good Christmas, all of you. Happy holidays, you got very good gifts and whatnot, or even celebrated your gift giving with your family, whatever you did, you know, having a good time. Leave a like, spread the love. Hopefully we'll see this FUD ending soon, price action wise and community wise. Share with your friends to bring the bullish sentiment back to Casper. And subscribe for more. And I'll be here, of course, every single day as always. I'll be here on New Year's as well. It'll be an earlier stream on New Year's because I will be celebrating with family, of course. Social media has been absurd, has been abused so much. I agree, Tony. It is so frustrating. Like, I normally go through Twitter. I refresh this page. I mean, let's look at this post here. Like, I normally go through Twitter, refresh the page, and I just see so many like useful information regarding Casper because I follow the right people, of course. Like this, again, look, KS0 pros are now under 1 Casper a day, even with block rewards mining due to A4 due to infused usage. Throwing these guys on solo. So again, this is interesting. Like, all this stuff is normally very important to me. I struggle to find information right now because of all this stuff happening with this FUD right now. We've got a peer that hacked again, tried to connect to Casper wallet. Casper.org is a scam. So yeah, once more, so apparently it's been a scam with Casper wallet, but that's not Casper again. So this is something else I'm going to put into the scam channel in the Discord server, the free community once more. Link in the description, YouTube homepage in the chat. And if you want to actually have to make more money through trading and other means, stuff we're going to be leveling up. I mean, we've already done very well already. I'm going to level up a lot more very soon. And check out the what page right here, link in chat once more. But yeah, like, this is another scam. You've got to be very, very careful about it. But information is very, very, it's not easy to come by, which I understand as well. Again, it's Christmas period, right? time of celebration, but also a slow period. That's why the market is also quite slow right now, because everyone's taking their money out to hold tax thing. But it's also just, it's Christmas. Who's actually working on Christmas besides me, I guess? Even then, I'm taking a step back and enjoying time with family, as you should do. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see when the new year comes through, things will ramp up very quickly. Big up the French audience once more. I still don't know what that says though. It's actually a shame, because my mum did French at A level, and she can speak quite good French. I never learnt though. I tried, but my dyslexia did not let me learn it. Although with what's happening in the space and everything, I do plan to learn other languages. Probably Spanish, French, Japanese, Chinese, and probably some others. I would like to speak some Twi, which is a Ghanaian. But Crypto Ghost says, yes, it's true. In a way, we're all rich. I'm guessing what I said. In a way, we're all rich. Which, yeah, I think with what we're out of, if you're talking about Casper, then right now I think we have got a big thing coming. Good evening, Casper Frog. Hope you're well and hope you had a great Christmas with your family. It was great, my man. I really enjoyed it. It's always good to take a time, step back away from the market. Like, I literally left off my stream yesterday with family and didn't touch my PC at all till I started doing my stream. I just took a massive step away for basically the whole day. Haven't done it in a while, and I did appreciate that. But of course, the grind is back. Still going to be here, and I cannot not give you all your daily FOMO of Casper. But hopefully, you all had a very good Christmas as well. You in particular, Casper Frog, my man, having a very, very good time. It's easy to hit a crypto that is down when it turns around and gets a Binance 10 PBS smart contract. Let's see what the FUDers say then. I completely agree again. Once more, those who are funding Casper are well within their right, free to sort they will, and they're getting frustrated with the project. That's fine. They're probably they're most definitely right now making more money with other projects. And that's also once more stuff that we talk about in the what page. We're making, in this section of the Discord, more money with other projects. Obviously, Casper right now is ones that I hold long term. I hold other projects long term that I disclosed, like Sui, like C. But we're actually making more money in other projects and other tokens and other cryptos, and we're explaining what's happening and breaking it down in the what page here. But for me, that doesn't mean I'm going to sell my Casper. I haven't sold my Casper, and I don't plan to, at least not until it's time to take profits. Because again, for me, Casper is going to have its run this cycle late, but it will have it. And from what I know, what's being built with Casper, my conviction doesn't waver. Again, those are just some of the many big things. Binance 10 BS smart contract is huge. Think about potential ETFs with Grayscale. With what's happening again very soon, you can see ETFs with Grayscale and Casper coming very soon in the cycle as well. KRI will be launching many of their projects with smart contracts coming out on Casper. You'll probably see Coinbase, or maybe Coinbase. You'll see OKX, I'm sure. You'll see Gemini. You'll see Crypto.com. You might see Robinhood. You've got many, many major catalysts that can happen for Casper this cycle. You'll probably see a lot of institutional investors get involved as well. You already have the likes of Altcoin Daily, 1.5 million followers on YouTube, subscribers, talking about Casper as the best, number one, top 21 projects that are undervalued right now, under $1 in 2025. You'll see a lot more massive content creators in the next year talk about Casper being a gem of a project that's very undervalued right now. We are here early. We're frustrated with Casper's price action, but we are here early and we know what's being built with Casper, that we aren't bothered by, or you shouldn't be bothered really by this rubbish that's happening right now, this stupid FUD, unnecessary FUD. Minimum is $3 to $7 Casper in August. I would love that to be true. I'll kind of test that personally. For me, in the very conservative sense, I'm saying $1.50, $2 Casper, my conservative prediction. Anything above that would be fantastic. I'm saying averages 4. 7 for me is Moon Boy. Or 7 for me is like the upper echelon. That would put it at around $175 billion market cap. I think anything north from that, it'd be fantastic, but I think it's a bit Moon Boy. 2 weeks and we will know Casper is in a danger level and Bitcoin can make some down moves. I mean, yeah, we'll find out very, very soon. I think things, and once more, see Crypto, the pro trader in the Patreon, in the WAP server, had highlighted in the Discord, he said that we will hope, he said, a few days ago, with where Bitcoin's at right now, we're seeing a lot of volume around the 92k support level, so it would be a good time to short Bitcoin around this level, which he was correct about. Came down 5-6%, and then he said if you hold that and it has a leg up, that could be a very bullish sentiment, and he was right again, up 8%. So he's made 2 very, very good calls on the leverage trading of Bitcoin, and it's down right now. We could see Bitcoin come back up and return from this. It might come back down and surpass lower. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. But either way, it's still to be a very strong level of support at this level here. So this could be a sign that we start seeing it start to rebound and go up again. But as far as we're aware, the fact that it rebounded off the support here is a bullish leg up. We should hopefully, right now he did say things are going to be very, very slow because of the Christmas series. It's a holiday season. It's very slow. Going into the new year, in the next week, we'll start seeing a lot of activity coming back, and we'll probably start seeing Bitcoin start to make a rally again with Trump going to come into office in January 20th. It'd be huge. Same people who bought Casper 70 cents wishing they could buy. I mean, yeah, I agree. You know, people who bought Casper 70 cents wishing they could buy right now at 11 cents and they're flooding it. I mean, I get it, and I do to an extent agree. But again, they're well within their right to be upset. You know, you've taken you've either you haven't done enough research or you have, whatever it may be, but you've taken, because no matter what it is, no matter what you invest into, is a risk. You're taking a risk on Casper, and right now it's not paid off. That's fair enough. I do sympathise with you. I am down on Casper right now. I'm not down in crypto because I've been looking at other ways to make money. Once more, disclosing in the Patreon, in the WAP server, in the paid part of the Coin Factory, the executive page. I've made money in crypto. I'm up in crypto. I'm very happy with crypto. I'm not best pleased with Casper, but I'm not worried because again, I see the vision with Casper and my conviction's strong. And I don't leverage trade Casper because Casper for me is a good investment as a spot trade, not as a trading asset, as a spot investment. But yeah, the weak hands will go, most definitely, Norbert. And that's fine by me. Potentially, who knows? Coinbase and Binance must protect this revolutionary project from fudders. They might do, who knows? Is this AI? She's talking about me and this stream and my voice. No. Hello, my man. Welcome back to the stream. New World Forever. This is Jay, also known as Quick Crypto. This is not an AI stream. I have a very, very soothing AI voice, I like to believe. But no, it's not an AI stream. If you're talking about this project, no, it's a fair loss proof of work. No P allocation to developers, no P mining. It's a revolutionary technology. Block DAG, Ghost DAG. DAG Knight soon to be. Bought $300 worth of Casper, buying the dip, looking for the long game. Great to hear, Jose, my man. Doing very well. Okay. I did not have money to get more Casper today. That's all right, Andy, my man. You seem to buy a little bit of Casper every single stream. Your bag's seeming very healthy, my man. So it's all good, man. Good to hear you once more. Having a very good holiday, I hope. Hope you didn't spend all your Casper money on, or hope you didn't spend all your money on Casper and didn't get any gifts for your family and friends. How are you guys fighting Casper now when it's like less than a year ago and they were saying to hold? Yeah, I do agree. Again, I do agree. A lot of these people who are the so-called mainstream Casper content creators, you're talking about holding Casper. It's done nothing for a year, and they to be fair, and you know what? There's an element of it. They're probably doing it to try and save image as well. We talk about Casper for over a year. It's done nothing for a year. They're getting a lot of fun about it. They might just switch business plan now, which is fine. It's frustrating, but it's fine. End of the day, they're welcome to do as they will, and they're probably making more money on the other projects as well. That's fine. Once more, again, in the openness of me, I've made money in other projects, whether it be through meme trading, whether it be through other trading. I made money in XRP because I got into it at 50 cents, holding it for a while, and it went up to where it's at right now. I took some profit at $1. I made money in Sui, got into at $1.80. Right now, I'm down in C, but I'm confident I'll come back. I'm up in Desync, I'm up in Vulcan 4. So I have many projects that I've got into that I'm up in. And then other projects that I've traded into and taken money out of, I'm also up in as well. I got in Solana before the big pump, and took that out. So, and once more, that's information and training stuff that I've also disclosed, and I'm revealing more so, and we're talking more about strategies and stuff in the executive channel of the paid service. But again, for me, Casper, I still choose to hold on to it because I still believe in the trajectory of the price of Casper in the cycle. Them getting out, as frustrating it is as Casper holders, knowing that people who are very bullish are now not bullish anymore, I don't blame them. They're lacking conviction, but for me, if anything, that's a good opportunity for me because it means that I now will hopefully be able to attain more Casper holders, and people who believe in Casper will come to this channel and learn more, and hopefully a lot of educational things as well, as I like to disclose. Stuff coming to Casper. Information that I'll provide once more in my Discord server. Once more, go check it out. Link on my homepage, description, also in the chat. But yeah, I also like the FUDs as well because it keeps the price low for Casper. I don't think that's the reason why Casper price is low right now. I think it's just Bitcoin. And if Casper can hold this level, it'd be very, very good. If Bitcoin takes a dump, Casper's going to go low. I mean, yeah, if Bitcoin does dump significantly, then yes, Casper will dump with it. That's technically how the market works. I agree. But let's see where Bitcoin goes from here. Hopefully it can hold this level. This seems to be a level of support to an extent, around 95k. If it can hold that, great. If it can't, the market comes down. But the one thing I want to highlight as well, I actually took a screenshot. Shout out to Cody, my man. He put this in my Discord server earlier, and I 100% completely agree. This is one of the big reasons why even now, my conviction in Casper does not waver, it does not falter. The beginning of this year, 2024, the hash rate was at 146 pH. Only 77% was mined. Max TPS of 91. Active wallets of 345,000. Price was around 10 cents. Market cap around 2.4 billion. As much as we wanted a lot more from Casper this year, at the end of 2024, the hash rate wise has increased by 10 times. That's not pH, it's EH. That's 1,000. So that's technically speaking, that's one. Well, it's actually 1.5, not 155, but 1.5 of EH. That's 1,550 pH. That's a very big deal as a proof of work project. 88% mined. The max TPS now reached 1,178. So once more, even though right now 1 PS Casper can only handle 300, it can be pushed to 1,000 if there is extreme congestion, which happened. So even though Casper with 10 PS will increase to 3,000, it can surpass 3,000. It's just it wouldn't be as efficient, if you will. I'll probably see some congestion. But look at the wallets as well, have jumped over 200,000. The price has not gone up much. We've seen a lot higher, of course, during this year, but it's not up right now. But either way, from the beginning to the end of this year, it is up. Only slightly, but it is up. And in regards to what a proof of work actually attains to, which is mining, it's gone up massively. And the holders equally have gone up massively. So I am equally not worried about Casper. Not in the slightest. And I made a post about it earlier yesterday, which people seem to love, which I'm very happy about. I made a post about it where, had made glitchmas from Solana and Phantom Wallet, having some issues. And I put Casper fixes, and it does. Casper's not won't have these problems. Solana, as quick as it is, and people utilize it quite a lot for memes as well, it's got a lot of problems. It's got a lot of security issues. It's not great. Casper fixes that. That's why when Casper's fully developed, we see a lot more of that this cycle, and then more so into the next cycle. So when you see a lot of it happening later half this cycle when Casper's fully developed, you'll start seeing this shift of users and developers jumping from these other chains that aren't as well fleshed out to Casper, being decentralized, being fast and scalable and cheap and just secure as well. But yeah, not having an advertising team as well is also quite frustrating, definitely. But again, Casper doesn't focus on advertising. They're not focusing on getting the name of Casper out there. They're focusing on building a project. That's not their goal is technology. That's all they care about. Is technically my job. Not that I'm being paid by them because they don't pay anyone either. But it's technically my job to get the name of Casper out there. And it's our job. If we believe in Casper, we get the name of Casper out there. So the project's going to do well, and people who get in early are going to reap the rewards of it. I like to believe. Again, not financial advice. I'm going to buy more Casper. Good to hear, Gabriel. Good to hear, my man. I'm a miner, and in the mining community, everyone's saying Casper will be lucky to hit $1. I'm starting to think they might be right. Bitcoin went above 100k after the move. I mean, again, I'm not part of the mining community, so I can't attest to that. Maybe they're right. I mean, they're the miners. They might know more than I do. Maybe they're right. For me, again, $1 is still not bad. From this point right now, it's a 10x. Of course, I'd love it to go higher, but it's not even that bad. $1 is not that bad. I still think $2 is still achievable based on other developments that don't include mining, like adoption from institutions. If we get an ETF, that could be a huge deal for institutional adoption. Marathon, of course, mining Casper. And you see BlackRock as a shareholder. BlackRock might start to get into Casper ETFs. Maybe. So again, for me, we'll have to wait and see. Either way, Casper will be making gains to cycle from its app. There's no doubt about it. I still want to say $2. Maybe I'm not right. I'll be taking profit either way, and I'll be open about it when I decide to take profits. But when I take profits, make no mistake, I'm detailing back into Casper, getting into the lower levels again, because I do see Casper's got a great, like Bitcoin, going up in price as, the cycle goes on. Casper will do the same thing. Turbo is still a low-key... Turbo is still low-key a good move for short-term gains, and then I'm going to throw it back into Casper. I mean, yeah, again, If that was Crypto John's plan or that's anyone's plan, that's fine. Like, I mean, again, whether you want to buy Casper or not, it's up to you. I don't think it's a bad shout at all. Shit, that's my phone. I think a bad shout at all. Getting into meme tokens for quick gains. Turbo seems to be doing quite well right now. Just be careful, of course, because again, memes are very, very volatile. Trade at your own discretion, do your own research. But that's ultimately once more what I disclose in this community. You know, with the pro traders, we're talking about other projects to make quick gains. And then, like, again, we had this one here, which we made a 3x on here. Ego fuck. And we equally had the one beforehand, which was Exo Cortex. We made a 25x, or could have made a 25x even. So there are ways to make money through trading, get into it short term, make a quick gain. You know, you're not meant to necessarily go for massive 25x's, but just use it as a way to build up your capital bit by bit. And then once you have a bigger allocation, a bigger, you know, portfolio, bigger capital, then you can just start going for these longer plays. I'm 16 and my bank blocked me from sending money to exchanges, wishing I could buy this dip. Hey, it happens, my man. The fact that you're here if you're 16 is insane. So you're very early, my man. You've got a whole life ahead of you and you're in crypto this time around. You're definitely ahead of the game. Ahead of most of us, I'd say. I wasn't doing this when I was 16. I wish I was. I had the opportunity to at least look into trading and I didn't. I started looking into it when I was, a lot older, let's just say. Now I bought 12 cafe. Never mind. Andy, I got some more. Go to him, my man. Loving to hear that. $1 would be great. No doubt about it. $1 would still be very, very good. Of course, higher would be fantastic, but $1 is still good. So I wouldn't be against that. But that being said, that'll be it for the stream today. Thank you everyone once more for watching. What's happening with Casper right now? A lot of FUD. A lot of FUD is frustrating, but with what's happening to Casper coming very, very soon, my conviction stays strong as ever. And I'm not worried about it. The FUD will continue to happen. There'll always be FUD in this space. Choose who you want to believe, if you want to believe anyone, or be like me and don't really take a side. Like, don't want it to happen in general. Didn't want to see Crypto Archie FUD, don't want to see Crypto John FUD, I just don't want to see any of it. But make no mistake, big thing coming to the space in 2025. So there's a lot upside to look forward to. But yes, thank you all for watching. You should always stream be doing these daily. Again, 150 days I think now in a row of streaming. It's insane. Leave a like, share, subscribe for more. Have a holiday, happy holidays. Hope you had all a very good Christmas. I'll be back again tomorrow. Have a good day, good evening, good night. Happy Boxing Day, and I'll see you all then.